John J. Jones is an amazing person. Due to the religious obligations, John had to miss class every Saturday. Did I mention that we're a nights and weekends class? When I first heard that we were going to have a student that would need to miss nearly a third of our class time, I had some serious concerns and doubts. Pursuit is very demanding as a program, and this alone would be a barrier that would prevent many from finding success. However, in the case of Mr. Jones here, I was dead wrong. Um, there is no barriers too high for John to overcome. I was so fortunate to have him in my class, and he far exceeded every expectation I had of him. He's an incredible team player, a hard worker, and knows how to make every single hour count. He's an extremely well-rounded individual, and outside of our program, he helped teach society's next generation of coders. He's a community builder, asks great questions, and is a great recipient of feedback. And through all of this success, he still manages to stay humble. We connected not only as a mentor-mentee, but we also built a friendship. I'm so excited to see the next part of your journey, and I know that you will crush it at Etsy. Just like I was, they're lucky to have you. Keep up your incredible drive, and I know you will continue to do great things. If everyone could please unmute and help me welcome Mr. John J. Jones.
Thank you, thank you. Before I start, I want to put out the disclaimer that if you see me get like a little excited or really animated, is because I'm so used to giving presentations to 12-year-olds. So if like my hands just start doing too much or I'm like doing too much, it's because in my mind, I'm giving a presentation to my 12-year-old students. But hello, everybody. My name is John Jones, also known as J Jones, and I am a 6.4 full stack fellow or alumni. And I would say it is with great pleasure to announce that I'm also an engineer, software engineer apprentice at Etsy. Being a fellow and now an alumni at Pursuit, I could say it is with great honor. Through Pursuit, I was able to make friendships that would last a lifetime. With my cohort, we was able to work together, we was able to collaborate together, we was also able to learn together and even cursed out our computers together. I hope that after COVID, when COVID is done, that we'll be able to get together again and fellowship again together. So where do I start? Growing up, I've always had a passion for technology. I was always interested in technology and using it to make everyone's life around me a lot easier. So when I was younger, I was known as the person you would go to when you needed movies on a DVD, you needed to get free music on your iPad, or you needed to get free video games for whatever system you needed. I was pretty much your guy to go to for anything related to technology. But as I grew older, I knew that I needed to learn how to code because I wanted to create applications and video games of my own. So I went to college. I graduated college with a bachelor's in computer information systems. And in my experience, college, it didn't really help prepare me to be an engineer or a developer. Actually, my senior year of college, I had the worst job interview ever. I was interviewing for a software engineering summertime internship. And when I arrived to the interview, I was greeted with a whiteboard / technical interview. And in college, I had no idea what whiteboarding was, no idea at all. So I sat in a room for about 10 to 15 minutes trying to solve a technical problem on a piece of paper, like if I was taking a test. And I had this interviewer standing over my shoulder, wondering why it was that I wasn't talking. So I remember leaving that interview and telling myself that I would never code again. So after that experience, I applied for an internship with the DOE to be a help desk technician. And there I was placed in elementary school, PS 223 in Queens, and I was working as a help desk technician. Another principal from another school seen the way I worked and loved the way how I worked and interacted with the students. So he made me an offer to come and work at his school as a technology specialist. After a few months of working at his school, the principal then made me the head technology teacher as well as the after school program STEM instructor. There, I was teaching my students how to build and program robots, how to design and print 3D drawings, as well as creating video games using drag and drop code. There, I fell in love with code again, and I wanted to create real applications. So I began my hunt for a coding program. I went to a couple open houses, and the last open house that I remember going to was at Pursuit. I remember listening to all the fellows that were about to complete their cohort and how excited they were and the great things that they said about Pursuit. So I was interested in joining Pursuit, but there was a conflict with the schedule that Pursuit had. And as a full-time teacher, I wasn't going to be able to attend the daytime sessions. And then, as Corey mentioned earlier, because of my religion, I wasn't going to be able to attend the night and weekend sessions. So, and I don't want to get real religious on you guys, but I want to say this is how I knew God wanted me to do this as well. Because after I was going to just walk out and leave after the open house, but something told me to stay back and talk to Tali, who is the director of operations and planning. And I don't know if Tali remembered this story, but I went and I spoke to Tali to ask her if there was some sort of hybrid program that we could do at Pursuit. And I remember her telling me no, but she said what she would do is she's gonna contact Juke, who's the person in charge of Pursuit, and she'll email me to let me know if there's anything that they could do for me. And I remember leaving there thinking that I would never hear back from Tali, and I gave up on my engineering dreams. About 2 or 3 days later, I actually got an email back from Tali saying great news that they're going to do something that they never done before, and they're going to record the classes for me. They're going to record the classes on the days that I won't be able to attend. And even though they're going to record the classes and I'm going to miss a crucial day, which is Saturday, which is one of our longest days during the program, that I'll still be expected to submit work and projects just like all the other fellows. And I remember telling Tali, like, that wouldn't be a problem because I am ready to work. And that is exactly what I did. The class schedule was pretty much from Saturday to Wednesday, and we had a break on Thursdays and Fridays. I would code throughout Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturday nights, just to make sure that I wasn't going to get left behind. I remember my first day at Pursuit, I felt like an imposter. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to keep up with the work, and I felt like everyone in my cohort wouldn't want to be on a team with a guy who wasn't going to be able to come to class on Saturdays, or the guy who wasn't going to be able to code on Saturdays. But I was strongly mistaken. My cohort, they worked together, they worked with me, despite me missing the Saturday classes. Everyone in my cohort, my fellows, they served as a great backbone and a great support system, checking up on me to make sure that I was updated with whatever was going on in class, as well as my teams making sure that I was informed on all the progress that we were making on the days that I was missing for any project that we was working on. And I thank everyone for that. And 6.4, I thank you guys. And as I sit back and think about how far I've come in just like such a short period, what seems to be a short period of time, I just say, wow. But within the last 2 months, I was given the great opportunity to work with the great company known as Etsy. And I'll say from the interviewing process, I knew Etsy was the place that I wanted to start my engineering career. Unlike my worst technical interview, the engineers at Etsy made me feel so comfortable and relaxed throughout the whole interviewing process. And Etsy mission statement and the identity is one that I love. And it's simple. It's keep commerce human. And to me, that means Etsy just want to build and create a product that will help other people. But even though I love the Etsy statement, the mission statement, I love the people at Etsy even more. Everyone at Etsy has made my journey into the tech industry as a first-time software engineer a great one. I have some people from my team and some other fellows here. I want to say thank you, everyone from Etsy. Thank you to the design system team as well. I'm humble and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And I want to say this is just the beginning. And there's so much more that I want to learn, and there's so much more that I want to do. I want to thank my family who's been behind me the whole time and always supporting me. I want to also thank my best friend Khadija, who is also a Pursuit alumni, and she joined Pursuit with me when I had the crazy idea, like, let's apply, let's do this. This is a place that is calling to me, let's apply. And Khadija is also alumni of Pursuit. I also want to thank the entire Pursuit staff, the 6.4 instructional team, Corey, the Carolines, John, Jenya, Celine, Alejo, and my entire 6.4 cohort. I want to thank you guys for pushing me and helping me along the way. And I really couldn't do it without you guys. And I cannot forget to thank my mentor, David Rappaport. David has been with me every step of the way. David is my mentor with Pursuit, that I got with Pursuit in the mentorship program that was supposed to last about 4 to 6 weeks, if I remember correctly. But I'm proud to say that David and I continued our mentorship long after those 4 to 6 weeks. And I could even say that David and I still meet up to today once a month, where David gives me guidance, motivation, advice, and even like life lessons. I also want to thank the other apprentices from Etsy. You guys make working at Etsy a pleasure. And I know some of you guys are on the call. I want to thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this amazing community. And I know this past year and the year before, it hasn't been an easy one, but I want to say that I could hope that it only gets better. And to everyone, remember to only fail forward. Thank you.
Yeah, you got to ring the gong. You got to.
The gong, yeah, I'm ringing the gong. Sorry. We're ringing the gong. Ring. Thing that teachers do, they're like, let me.
Congratulations!
Woo! My drinks now.
Amazing. Congratulations.